Okay, beautiful people, beautiful people. Any day we are here, we feel. Yeah, okay. Beautiful people, hope you all are doing good. Hope you all are cool. Today is another wonderful, another beautiful, another all glorious Sunday where we'll be talking about a very, very striking topic. First and foremost, when you're coming, let us know where you're connecting from so we can give you a very special shout out. I see Ella Bling. Ella Bling, our very, very faithful follower. You're very much welcome and glad to have you. We're so glad to have you. Please do your best to share. Do your best to share. When you come in, let us know where you're watching from. Oh, I see Pinky Pretty. Pinky Pretty, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Ella Bling, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay as well. Please, as you come in, you share and you invite as many people as possible so we have a good number of people watching this broadcast. Today go hot. Just the topic itself. I don't want to go further. Just the topic itself, it's quite interesting. So, all right, Pinky Pretty is watching from Bamenda. Hope Bamenda is okay, and I learned everything is cool now as to the movements. Hope you're doing okay as well. Please, as you come in, do your best to share. Share to as many people as possible so we have a good number of people watching. You know, it's always a very, very interesting conversation we have here, and it's always very interactive at the same time. Therefore, your opinion definitely counts. So it's a program that is a conversation actually that we come up with, like every Sunday, and it's your regular Sunday Jangi. Today is gonna be really, really hot, very hot, because just the topic itself. When I read your comments make me laugh. At the same time, it's very, 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 very interesting. I'll put it that way. And hope you all are enjoying the group. Now, like you all know, my name is Wicom, and I'm your anchor man for today. Please, when you come in, let us know where you're watching from, and so we can give you a special shout out. Ella Bling is watching from Bamenda. We have Aruna CH. You don't have a data? All right, keep watching. When you're connected, it's a culture for us here to actually do mobilization constantly. We constantly do mobilization, so data shouldn't be your problem. Okay, just be a faithful follower, and you're definitely gonna be part of the list. We have wonderful queens, we have wonderful gentlemen, we have wonderful people that are always, 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 always there, so we can do this together. Please, when you come in, do your best to share. Share with as many people as possible. Share with as many people as possible. Share with as many people as possible. So we have a good number of people watching. Share to as many people as possible so we have a good number of people watching. Share. Share, and share. Share. So, like you all already know, we announced this previously. Today, we'll be talking about what you bring to the table. Like, what do you bring to the table? 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 That's what we're talking about. And like I'm not going to be alone on this show. I have a good number of people that will be with us, and amongst them is your favorite, like you all already know. Like you all already know, amongst them is your favorites. So do your best to share to as many people as possible. Let's have this conversation. Please, when you come in, drop a comment section. Share. Keep sharing. Let's have this conversation. What's going on? I'm not seeing you people. Is it my connection or is there people are not actually sharing? Pretty Ella is watching from Bamenda. Please do your best to share. Share. We need a good number of you watching, so do your best to share. Share to as many people as possible. 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 Share, 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 share. Share to as many people as possible. Share to as many people as possible. All right, we have now a good number. The number is climbing. Surface Severin. Glad to have you. Pretty Ella says, welcome, boss. I'm watching from Bamenda. We have Rose Ngwenyi. Happy Sunday. Ngong Shantan Doom. Good evening. All right. Good evening to my wonderful queens. Good evening, beautiful people. Good evening. Hope you all are doing superb. Now, just keep sharing. Just keep sharing. I want to get us to 10 so I can actually hit hard and we have the conversation fairly. Share, 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 share. Share to as many people as possible. Share, 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 share. The likes are climbing, but the views are not climbing. What's going on? Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Let's have this conversation. Let's have this conversation. Let's have this conversation. Let's have this conversation. Keep sharing to as many people as possible. All right, we have Brianna Adele. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing okay. Busy Lady Zella. Hi to you. We have Miranda Moore. Happy Sunday to you. Busy Lady. Good evening. Good evening. Hope you're doing okay. And hope everything about you it's okay. Share, 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 share. Yeah, boy, Six Jasper, you're welcome. Carlson, the designer, you're welcome. All right, I think at this level we are going to dive deep into the topic, and like you all know, it's always a conversation, and it's always fun when we are here. It's always fun because we have a special conversation in a very relaxed and friendly way, in a funky way, such that we get going. Now, ladies and gentlemen, oh, Brianna is watching from Douala Bonaberry. Hope Douala is okay. I learned there is rain there on Ahito. Hope Douala is okay. We have Kelly Bea, good evening. We have Thelma Yofenyoy. Good evening, boss. Good evening to you. This one says Thelma Yofenyoy, good evening, family. Good evening to you. Good evening. All right. Keep sharing. It just left to me. Once we get to 10, We are hitting it. Thelma Yofenya, we are Flatina. Good evening to you. Please let us know where you're watching from. Please let us know. Okay. I think it's about that time we have our conversation. I think it's about that time we have our conversation. Good evening to you, Agui Vicky. All right, Flirting is watching from Bonaberry. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have a conversation. We have a good number of people reacting already, and we'll just dive deep into the conversation. And like you all know it, I am not always gone. I'm not always alone. We have interesting people that you like, people that are giving you deep insight knowledge, first-hand information on the different topics which we usually handle. And I'm about to bring somebody to join us. Let's have this conversation. This is no other person than your favorite, you're awesome, you're intellectual and very intelligent, most efficient and qualified Chef Dawei. Hi, Chef Dawei. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Baba. Good evening. Good evening.
So glad to have you today.
Yeah, good evening, viewers. The pleasure is always mine. The pleasure is always mine.
Lots of people said. A lot of people said. A lot of people said if they don't see you in the live today, they are going to do a whole lot of disaster. I hope you in the comment section. This is your chef. Chef is here today. Let's have this conversation in a very nice manner.
Brianna threatened me. Ella Blink, Ella Blink and Pinky. No, it's Ella Blink and Pretty Ella. Are they the same people?
That's what I don't know either.
Yeah, Tema, have fun, how the evening. Let's talk. What do you guys bring to the table? Where is Odette? The lady who made me change my tribe. No, I had already changed my tribe. Yeah, because I'm a Bantu right now. I'm a Bantu. Yeah, so she just made me confirm that in order to get her on the list of my queen, it needs to be yesterday. Let me hear what she bringing to the table.
We have Livinus Nyangchi from Sant. We have Tabira. For Tabira, you're welcome. Good evening, Stella. Good evening, Mary Stella. Sending love to you too. Flirtina says, welcome, Chef. Livinus, happy Sunday to you. Hope you're doing
good evening. Live on a daily. Welcome.
Yeah, live on the daily. Oh, live on the daily. You're very much welcome. You're very much welcome live on the daily. All right, now, Chef Dawei, I want to find out something from you, Now,
yes.
Usually there's always this conversation that comes up because it's something so rampant. Where you see people sitting, especially couples in a family setting, they always have this conversation of, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? This conversation keeps reoccurring with different people and in different settings, but it's the same representation. It's the same question that keeps going over and over. Now, Chef, I want to find out something from you. When it comes
And
to
it's about good.
yeah, when it comes to a marriage like a family setting, what can we define as a table?
Yeah, that's the first thing. I like the point from where you're taking this conversation. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's define the table. In order for us to define the table, we have to first of all look at perspective, or we put it in context.
Mm-hmm.
So it would depend on the status of the relationship, right? Now, they say we have three stages to marriage: dating, courtship, engagement, then marriage proper. Now, the dating stage, I see it to be something not serious. I see it to be sensual. I see it to be casual. So at this point, what will you call the table? What will you define at this dating stage to be the table? So if you can define the table, then it will be easy. It becomes pretty much easy for you to know what you'll be bringing to that table. Yeah. So when we go on social media and we listen to this conversation, most often than not, you get to hear a lot of people make mistakes. Yeah, like the way they look at the table. So it would depend on the status of that relationship. So on the dating stage, what's the table? At this stage, I will consider the table to be the relationship. The table will be the relationship. And at this point, it should be some sort of rectangular. It should
Mm-hmm.
be rectangular because we know when we have tables, we have different shapes. We have round tables, we have rectangular tables. So at this stage, the table should be rectangular. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
two people sitting at the opposite sides. Two people sitting at the opposite side. And at this stage, I think if I bring one, you bring one. It should be value for value. Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be value for value. And we know these days, dating is another word for sexting. Like you're having a relationship where sex
Yeah.
is free, like it's a free thing. You get it for free, like Puma. So at
Yeah.
the end of the day, if you look at
Yeah.
dating all about is mostly about the tumeration.
Yes.
You get it?
Oh, I'm lacking.
Yes. So for people who are dating, because for me, I'm actually eliminating that dating stage. Yeah, if you want to count the number of people you've dated, you see that that number is quite exhausting. It's not end. You will not end today. You will not end that list. The
Yeah.
number, the number of people where you don't date and the number of people where you don't act while dating. So the table becomes that relationship, and knacking is what you're bringing to the table. And
Yeah.
yeah, for mostly the ladies, yeah, the
Yeah.
knacking becomes what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
And now the for the men, they support the relationship to keep going, to make it
Yeah.
as juicy or as enjoyable for as long as it lasts. Because those early days when you start dating, they are so sweet, like milk and honey. Now, so it is sweet, joy for heart. Your mic is muted, bro. Guys, can you hear me? I don't know. Your mic is muted.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
No, so you see this
Oh la la, the network seems to be.
No, no, no.
Sure.
I think it's not that bad today. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you
Oh,
actually.
okay, okay. Okay,
Yeah, you can
so
write on.
we are still at the dating stage, right? So
Yes.
when you get to that dating stage, where is the normal, the legal front where unmarried people get to exploit their bodies sexually. That's how we define dating. Yes,
Yeah.
a legal table or an illegal table where two or more people get to exploit themselves sexually. The man they
Yeah.
give you energy, the woman is giving her energy. So that's
Yeah.
already something both parties have brought to the table. Now, whosoever is more resourceful will sustain
Yeah.
the relationship for as long as it lasts, or till when they meet someone better, they
Yeah.
keep going on with the process.
Yeah.
So we move to the next stage
Mm-hmm.
based on the stages of marriage, like what they gave us. The next stage, courtship, where maybe you've dated someone and you realize that maybe that bola is a little bit too sweet, or the ndum is a little bit,
Yes.
or something like that, or
Yes.
you found out that they have a particular trait, like characteristics that you like, and you think you can deal with them or tie down with them. You take them to the next level, which is courtship. At this stage, that's where you start to examine really deep things about them.
Yeah.
That's for people who are going by these stages. I'm just talking truth, like reality, what happens out there, right?
Yes.
Stage, you get to want to know them a little bit, just something more than just their bodies. You want to
Yeah.
know their family, you want to know their friends, and you want to go deeper, knowing what they like, what they don't like, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at this stage, you're bringing what you're bringing to the table will be, as a woman, will be your upbringing. You'll be
Yeah.
your good character. You'll be your
Yeah.
managerial skills. It'll be your ability to cook, your ability to keep a home, your ability to transform a house into a home. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not you
Now,
go you
yeah, Chef Dawei, you made
you
mention.
go.
All right. I want us to go progressively. You made mention of something like the dating stage where people actually get to consume marriage illegally. I want to find out something from you.
Yes.
Do you think it's proper for somebody in this generation, in these times, to just see a lady and get married, or a man and get married to them without dating, without even knowing if you people tie, without knowing?
Growing up, you hear people say you need the do it will not taste something like
You
that. What's that
know
statement again?
it.
You need to taste your soup or something like that. Yeah. So, but um, that's a baser way to look at things. Like
Yeah,
someone who is still reasoning from their baser emotion. Yeah,
yeah,
because sex is way beyond just the insertion of a stiff and hard bola into a lubricated, that thing is way
mhm,
beyond that, right? Is way beyond
yeah,
that. For me, that's actually the true connection. So when you start to know your sexual energy and respect that, and
mhm,
definitely not want to knock any girl until you've seen their parents. You need to see their parents before you go about knocking. Yeah, we
yeah,
always say this, and sometimes in the course of this conversation, we have to repeat things we've said before. Yes, we
Yes.
have to see, we have to go see her papa. Is
Yes.
very imperative as a man. But these days, what this dating stage that they introduced was to kill that process, was to
Yeah.
make it possible for us to enjoy everything people where they don't go pay bright price supposed to enjoy. It's actually illegal. That's why I call the table illegal table. Yes, that dating table is an illegal table where two or more people they sit and they are just enjoying themselves illegally. So at
Yeah.
this point, if you know yourself and you know the values that you bring to society, you definitely do the right thing by going to see her parents and paying her bride price. Once her pa, once her pa don't drink your mimbo, yes. Once her pa don't drink your mimbo, bro, you get right to knock. You get right to knock.
Now, I want to
Yeah.
find out something from you, chef. Now, see, when what if you go do and so then finally you discover and say the girl no been actually the package or the person you want in a woman?
That's why due diligence is something you need to do.
Yeah.
Yes, because some people say you figure marry the woman at the end of the day, he not be good in bed or what. Because the tasting what you want taste. What are you tasting?
Yeah.
So when I'm talking about you keeping yourself, definitely it goes two-way, right? The
Yeah.
ladies are supposed to keep themselves too. They're supposed to keep
Yeah.
themselves. So if you're such a man that you're keeping yourself, or you've previously been involved in other sexual activities, and
Yeah.
you've embarked on that journey of secondary virginity,
Yeah.
definitely you want to coach that woman to take on such a journey herself, because most times the things we fear is actually the wrong things, because people will be
Yeah.
checking, maybe she'll know how to knack, she'll not know how to knack, she'll not be good in bed. What
Yeah.
makes every other person good in bed out there learn, not practice. Not practice, they
Yeah.
make perfect. And that woman where you think she's very good in bed, you know how many bets she performed on
Yes.
to get to that level where you're actually rating her good in bed. So take you that very fresh, grish.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, then you teach her what you wanna learn together.
All right.
You
This comment
understand?
says, yeah, this comment says, if you have never been involved in any sexual activity, you will not know who is good or bad. Okay. So this one says a lot of
Exactly.
people, yeah, a lot of people do it that way, always end up getting divorced. Explain it the way you're talking about. Is it the way that chef that way is saying, or is the way that we'll go and start knocking? Now, I want to find out something from you, chef. When we are looking at the topic, what do you bring to the table? This is usually at the level of material things, like what material things a person brings to the table. And most of the time, this is geared towards the woman. I want to ask you a direct, straight question. Do you think a woman is supposed to bring any material thing to a home?
Now it depend on the woman you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
we have the emancipated women. We have the emancipated women. So if
yeah,
you are actually if you're dealing with an emancipated woman, or an emancipated woman rather, it has to be equal. Yeah, because they say what? No, it has to be one is to 10. 1 is to 10. The ratio has to be 1 is to 10. Like you're
yeah,
bringing one, she's bringing 10. Because with emancipation, they say what a man can do, a woman can do 10 times better. So with this emancipated kind of women and your mindset, for you as a man to be on the safe side, when you meet an emancipated woman, always tell her she's bringing 10 on the table and you're bringing 1. So that's the first kind of woman when you're dealing with that kind of a woman. Now, if you meet an original African queen, huh?
Mhm.
If you meet an original African queen, my brother, you need to know her worth first. She's your purifier. You go out
Yeah.
there, you get contaminated, you absorb a lot of negative energies. You're coming back to her as that purifier. You're getting into her, she's absorbing and magneting all of those negative energies. And once a month, she's passing them out with her flow and she becomes pure. And now you go back into her, whatever you're getting from her, you're getting nothing but positive energy, and you're going out there into the world to conquer. So, such a woman, she doesn't have to bring any material thing on the table. She is already the table. She's already the table.
Mhm.
Does that answer
So
your
the
question?
woman, but see, chef. Now this at a higher level of spiritual understanding. You see, let's calm down. Sometimes when you talk, you need a very smart person to get what you say, because I see you're around 4 generations ahead of the audience of some of the people that are watching you. I want us to make this practical and go progressively. A woman is working, the man is working. The woman is
Yes.
the, maybe she's earning more than the man. Who should handle the finances in that home?
But you want to know my opinion? Like, okay,
Yeah,
let's assume that woman is my woman, right?
yes,
She's
yes,
working, she's earning more than me. Now,
yes,
being the man that I am, there's no difference between her money and mine. The money belongs to the family. We put everything together and we run the family. Now, yeah,
this is where the problem comes in.
we put everything together and we run the family together. She will be the manager to manage everything. I will just expect her to give me some pocket allowance. Once in a while, I go out there to drink my beer or some other things for myself. She
Yeah,
manages everything in order not to have that confusion. Where you start having that confusion or you be fighting with that woman is when you want her, you want to start controlling her money. You're not blending everything. You're calling your money, my money, and she's calling her money her money. You're not looking for a middle point where you can meet in the middle. That's where there's bound to be conflicts. But now, if you, as a very smart man, you just know the goal, what is important at the end of the day is the family. For that
yeah.
family to progress, that family to move forward. And with a good woman, if she's a good woman and if she's family conscious, she will manage that money well for her family, because no good woman out there will play with her children. She will want the best for her children. Yeah.
Great, awesome. Now, this is where the problem usually comes in. All right, let me take some comments. This one says, "Why don't chef?" Say, and they bring the good vibes to the table. Okay, this one says, "Why don't chef?" This one says, "But truly, I really want to know where about this topic because it's very disturbing to many women out there." And this is one of the reasons why I'm hitting hard on what I said. I have seen a family where the woman is working and the man lost his job. This woman is a woman that has the mentality of money the poor eye for woman the money. What can you say about the women that actually have that kind of mentality? Money the poor eye for woman money. Jody do your own. Money the poor eye for woman money.
With that kind of mentality, you stay single, you stay independent, right? Yeah, like we always say on this show, it takes two to tango, and two cannot
Yeah,
work together unless they agree. Two
yeah.
can never work together.
Oh la la. We have chef is having a network issue. If you can hear me, just signal please. If you can hear me, just signal. While I take this comment, I'm going to take this comment. This one says, this is Nabasa Zenobia. Nabasa Zenobia, glad to have you. As a lady, I have a lot of things to bring to the table. Like I offer respect, submission, which will consistently support you. I bring business ideas suited for any kind of entrepreneurial endeavor. I provide encouragement, something everyone needs at times. I bring connections and networking in influential circles. I offer warmth and affection. I bring skills that will nurture our family. Even if we are not big on food, I offer spiritual support. No, the comment cut somehow. This is a very, this is a very good comment. This one says, Chef, the African man. This one says, I must take your knocking spirit before I marry. I must take your knocking spirit before I marry. Most people fall under this category. That is why I want Chef to come so we'll have this conversation really good. I don't know why the network is stripping. He said, as a lady, I believe I have a lot to bring to the table. Now, what is that a lot? When you talk of a lot, because we have many women who are like, I am the table, I bring this, that. All right, Chef Dawe, welcome back. Now, this Nabasa is welcome back to say, I support, money is one. All right, this one says, Chef always on point. Yeah, for sure. You already know. She comes to sweet topic. Yeah. Okay, let's take this one. Steffi will say, ladies have many things that they bring to the table.
Connection.
You take in any woman into your home, you must have seen potentials in her, meaning you know she can bring many things to the table. She brings good advice. She prays for success for her husband. She brings functioning womb to the table. All of these things are basics. This is my question. What or how do we categorize the people that say, because I've heard a lot of women say, my money, na my money, my money, na our money, especially women in Africa. Are they in a mentally upright state to run a family? Are they actually worthy of being in a union with? How can we categorize this? Because many a times in this African sphere that we are, you will see a lady going to visit maybe her fiance or her boyfriend, let me put it that way. She doesn't have a transport, she does not have transport to pay. She has basically nothing to offer. She has nothing, just herself. So that is that is where I am coming from. If a woman does not have anything to offer, she believes she will come, you will give her money to pay transport, you will give her money to cook, you will do everything, and still come again on top and give hours. In this line, is it the right way to do? Is it the proper thing to do? Now, let's leave the dating phase and get to the marriage phase, where we must have trained these women to be actually 100% dependent beings. Do we think it's proper? Because when they grow in that mentality, they're always like, my money, na my money, right? So no matter what, for them to actually use their money on basic things that has to do with the man, better may not do them. And if you look at it keenly, we have raised a generation of very crafty women. It's no news that a woman never has money. Never, I say never. It's no news. I've seen cases of people in a relationship where the lady actually has money, but the guy is running something and she blatantly denies. So if you look at what you bring to the table, most of the time, let's keep these people's logic of I bring good character, I bring children, I bring blah, 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 blah. No. Let's talk about concrete things. If a lady is working, how should the money be partitioned? Chef Dawe has given a hint to this. He says, to him, the money of the household is the family money. The money of the household is the family money. But do everybody reason that way? Because when you were saying that, I saw somebody commenting in the comment section, no. Now, you ladies watching now, if you get married to a guy Are you going to share part of your wealth with him, or are you going to keep part of your wealth to yourself for security reasons? Because you get the kind of story them, you get as this story that they ever come out when you see somebody in a marriage or in a relationship, and all of a sudden you hear, for me they take all my money. There's a story of this lady that was working in a microfinance. She took money and as loan, and she and her husband grant the thing. So when time to pay back came, they were unable. And now they are caught up in the two of them, two mumu, with about 50 million loan to pay. They have to serve J term. Now, let me continue with this comment. That statement depends on the type of foundation they have built their homes on. For example, if you are from a polygamous home and make the statement that na money, na my money, and vice versa. Okay, now we should be specific on this. If we are married, it is our money. But if we are still boyfriend, girlfriend, we deal with our accounts separately. Now, this is one very striking point. This other one comes to say, Steffi also says, there are actually ladies spending on their men. Women actually spoil their men with all what a man can give. Just that everyone can't be perfect. Now, this is true, but the percentage of these women is like 2%. 2. Now, let's continue. This one, nowadays, there are many ladies who work and pay their bills, pay for their kids' fee, provide food in their house, pay rent, and even buy clothes for their husband. I know one who does this. Yeah, that's true, and I understand there are ladies like that. I hear you, sir. All right. Now, Chef Darrell, welcome back. We're talking on the aspect of, because usually we will talk of what do you bring to the table. I'm the table, I bring my character, I bring that. There are people that usually have this problem. It has to do with money. And most of the time, it's either from a man that has gotten married to a liability kind of woman, a woman that, let me know liability. So I got married to a woman that he expected to be supporting him, but she's just at home. Or a man that is with a woman that the woman is actually working and the woman is keeping the money to herself. It is just a very rampant thing in this African sphere that we have gradually trained women not to be open-handed. We have gradually trained them. We have gradually made them to see in such a way that a man has to carry this. We have very few men that have been able to be their woman in such a way that the woman can actually participate in certain things financially. It will be very surprising if you just ask guys, like, boy, escape your woman from move a shock for as low as 5K for the woman to give you, forget. And that is the kind of ladies that are dominating this our sphere and this our era today. Chef, I want to find out from you, is it the right thing for a woman to hand her money to her husband like a salary? Like my husband, this is what we have been able to end. They have paid us today. Take this as the head of the house.
Wow, that's a good one for a woman to hand over her. I think the first thing she should give her husband is not her money, it's her loyalty.
Yeah.
For me, whosoever has the money doesn't really matter, the husband or the wife. The first thing he has to give is loyalty and respect. If she respects you, she'll definitely tell you everything. You know when she's taking her salary, you know the amount and everything, and what the money is being used for, the purpose, and all of that. She must not come to me and give me the money, because money for me at the end of the day is a means to an end. And at the end of the day, what matters is the end. When we get to that final position, the kids, they are well catered for, the home is running smoothly, and everything is fine, then I consider that she's doing a good job. It doesn't matter if the money is with me or with her.
But Chef, I want to find out from you where this is a masculine thing. To be very frank and candid, it gets to a point at a man's life where you need some sort of support.
For
If
sure.
you find yourself in a situation with a woman, definitely maybe when you meet the woman, you're well to do, you don't give it, you don't actually give a damn whether she's doing what or not. But if
No, no,
along,
no. It doesn't matter if I'm doing well or not.
yeah,
When I'm dating, like when I used to date, because I don't date anymore, I will just
yeah,
get to know you because dating, knacking is involved. So I don't knack anymore. So or we'll just have a period where I'll get to know you, then
yeah,
we move on from there. But when I used to date, right, I'll be fine. I'll have a lot of money in my account or in my pocket, but I'll
yeah,
just call her, put her like what I did today in the group. I don't have data. I don't have data to come online. Yes, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that with the ladies I'm dating. Babe, I'm currently stuck somewhere. I just
yeah,
need 20. I need 20K. I need 50K. Yeah, just to see how much effort she can put. Yeah. So for me, at the end of the day, is the effort. Sometimes you ask a lady you need 100K and she comes giving 50K. Yeah, you take that. You take
yeah.
the money.
That's
Yes,
encouraging enough.
wow, you have someone who can actually make efforts for you. So
Yeah,
we kind of blame the ladies, but I think it's the same thing Adam did when the father asked him, "Why did you eat of the tree?" The man is the leader. He should take blame for whatever for whatever goes wrong. Yeah, he should be there to take the blame. And now, men have become what this term they use out sim SIMP. Yeah, sim. Men have become sims. They don't even know how to put women to test. For them, it's all about the material things. They just have to be providers. Yeah, they don't want to show emotion. They just know as a man, you only have to be strong. And to prove that you're strong, you need to buy her the latest iPhone 16. You need to buy her the longest Brazilian or bone straight hair from Peruvia and all those things. So at the end of the day, you've trained her because women are to be trained. The way you started, that's the way it will end. You will not start a lady by giving her everything, and in the middle of it, you're expecting her to just make a U-turn. They are
you got
not. They are not. They are not as fast like that now. They go slowly, one time, one pace. The way you don't train them. Now, they never tell you, say first impression is lasting impression. So that's the way they are. So you, that man, whatever a woman does to you is what you allow her to do. Now you leaving me do because it is actually in very rare cases that you see a woman go to ask a man out. Now man picking they ever go ask woman out, and woman only get the option to accept or to deny. And sometimes when you over pressurize her, she will still grin. So if you don't bring you, you carry a wahala or a way of life, you come now. It's on you. So do your due diligence, get to know her values, and put her through certain tests. Don't just be quick and honey. You just want quickie. Then at the end of the day, when I start form theories out there and saying,
the money
oh,
behind them.
yes, a woman was designed to be a helper. That's true. She was designed to be a helper, to help
Now,
a man.
all right, I want to ask this. See, this comes from essence. Say, if the man respect you, you will give your own respect. This is, I get this a lot. Like, if the man does this, you will also do that. If the man does this, you will also do that. Does a woman's submission or good character, should it be dependent on the man's attitude, or it should be
No,
something that is inherent in the
no.
woman?
It should be something respect. Respect is something, it's a program that should be inbuilt in every human. In every human, respect should be inbuilt in you. And respect is something you give to everyone, both small and great. And it's something which is mutual, and it should be reciprocated at all levels. You should be a respectful person. Your respect should not be conditional based on someone else's values. Respect should be an inbuilt program in you, something that you come with it as a full package. And now, what you should be talking about is the limit to which you can take, like how the level you can go. If you are being disrespected by a disrespectful man, right? Respect is definitely earned. I love that term. Now you're talking respect should be earned from every direction, but it should be an inbuilt program in you. It's not something that is conditional by others. Yes, you meet someone, you don't know whether they deserve respect or not. You're greeting them good morning. That's already you respecting them, right? At the end
Yeah.
of the day, if that person turns out to be an animal, you know where you set your boundaries. You definitely know where you set your boundaries. But respect should be something that is in you. And when people get to show you who they are, that's where you draw boundaries.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. I want us to expatiate a little bit. Chef, are you there? It looks like the network is horrible. We have this one that says some women prefer to buy and offer gifts to their husband instead of handing them the money. On the other hand, some men don't feel comfortable collecting money because they think their position is at stake. Now, this brings us to the other question. I want to say welcome, Jebong Dinga. Glad to have you. Now, this brings us to the next question. This one, which says, see, a lot of the time, a lot of the time, if you look at homes that have a lot of disrespect, know that the woman in question is beginning to use her money to do some things that she thinks and believes that she's not supposed to be using her money. That's where you hear some people saying like when they count man, you think the comot stand, you two be man. When they talk about man begin be man, most of the time is relative to what the man's financial capacity has. And most of the time is coming from an expectant wife or expectant partner that thinks that I should be having this and having that. Why I sit on the angle on the angle where I just sit and receive. This is one thing that is very rare, but I'm going to insist because I actually understand a lot of people that are going through this. You will see, and the woman just believes that when most women in Africa, if you look at them and you ask them, what do you want? Or which kind of man are you looking for? I want a very rich man. I want a rich man. A rich man. Every description they give, rich must be inside. If you look at why they want this rich man, just because they want to sit, they don't want to do anything, they just want to be working and receiving. Chef, do you believe a woman is
The
supposed
one
to work? Most start from the first place. Do you believe a woman is even supposed to work in the first place?
um yes, everyone is supposed to work. I'll use my grandfather as an example. Yeah, he had two wives. So what they had is everyone had all the wives. They had their farms. They were going to the farms and they'll work. At the end of the day, they'll produce food for the family, and the excess they'll take to the market. So
Yeah.
actually women empowerment right there that used to exist back then. Women are supposed to work. This is what women empowerment is supposed to be all about. But now, as individuals, we lead separate lives.
Mm-hmm.
A woman is doing her own thing, and now she's coming to meet you. You guys are deciding to start a family. You need to lay some terms, some foundation, the kind of family you want, and everything. And now, who will be responsible for what? If the woman, let's say, she has the potential to be the high earner, you can agree. Let her go do the more of the work and stuff. A woman is supposed to work, in my honest opinion. Yes, she's supposed to work.
Because the problem
It
comes
could
in.
be you both
Mhm,
are working for a time.
mhm.
That network seem. Are you hearing me? That
I
network
can
gonna
hear
be
you.
break.
I can hear you 5 on 5. I can hear you 5 on 5. I don't know if you can hear.
Yeah, it break, kind of breaking.
All right, now this is a problem that
Yeah.
I witnessed, Chef. This is a problem I witnessed. There was a pastor. He had someone that the person complained to him. A Christian complained to him of a problem in the home. Like the wife disrespects the man and just rubbishes the man even in front of the children, since the man is financially down. Now it has gotten to the point where the woman actually, the way you send your son, that's how the woman actually sends the husband. When pastor came to that house to talk to them about the situation, as he got there, the woman was like, he sent the husband that go to the room, you take this money on the headbed, and then you go and buy pastor drink. And pastor like, no, this is what I came to solve. There is this thing that is existing between money and respect, that I will say it is almost impossible, or very difficult to have respect for somebody that is not financially strong in the society that we have managed to put up today. You see, and it makes it in such a way. If you look at most women that go out of their homes, it's usually done at the point where the man is at his lows. And most of the time, when women start putting her money in a home, she'll actually start bringing a lot of conditions. That is why I asked the first question: is it normal for the first place for women to work? We have the answer, that's emancipation in the first place. Now, should a woman put her money in the running of the home? You already told us it is the family money. But we have another school of thought that be like, my money should not be put in this thing. And in some cases, when the money comes in, it use disrespect. I saw a case of a lady that said, I cannot be putting my money in this house and then I still do the chores, I still cook, I still do all of these things. We will have to share the tax. So we have the thing splitted. So I'm putting money, we share the work. What can you say about such a person, Chef?
Yeah. We should learn to draw. We should learn to differentiate between um disrespect and pride,
Yeah.
because there are people who just get hurt as a result of their pride, and they call it disrespect. And there are actually cases of real disrespect out there. Okay, now you as a man, you don't have a job. You sit at home. You're watching television. You're playing PS and stuff. She goes out to work. She goes out to work to take care, to bring money back for the family. It could be a temporary situation. You know, you
Yeah.
are a king. Before meeting that woman, right? Before meeting that woman as a survivor out there, you must have learned how to cook. You must have been
Oh, I really need to know what to come. Let me read this comment while waiting. This one says, those women who want to get married
it
to rich
becomes
men.
imperative. It
All right, yeah.
becomes imperative. It becomes imperative or mandatory for you to give her a hand in the house with some of the household chores. Yeah, you can just wake up, you clean the house, you put things in order while she goes out there to make money, and you're making your plan as a man to bounce back and get back on your feet. Now, where pride will come in is where you're thinking a woman's place is in the kitchen, right? That's where pride you get hurt because of your pride. She comes back, and women most they don't know how to take it like men. A man can go for too long with something in his mind. There will not be an outburst. But a woman will come, the house is scattered, she's tired from work, one time, two times, she'll go immediately, like a good woman that she is, she'll arrange the house, put things back in order, and you do it like one time, two times, three times, and the number four time, it busts out there. Now, if you as a man, you're getting angry, that's not disrespect, that's pride at play. That's pride. You're being hurt by your own ego. You're being hurt. You're actually being hurt by your own ego. But now, where we consider this to be disrespect? This man was where to go, and somehow he lost his job. He's home. He's keeping things in place, and because you come back as a woman, you're feeding him, you're throwing things at him. You're only good at eating. You're only good at eating. You cannot even
Yes,
walk.
those are the ones
You are
that
not man.
use.
You are not man enough. You that that's where this one is a case, a Jezebelic entity all the way from here. That's where
Yes.
you actually got married to a knife, not a wife. Yeah,
Now,
because
Chef,
yes.
you have this concept of knife and wife. Can you help us draw the line, the knife and the wife? Because it's very important for us to know. We live in a generation where everybody is of the notion. One man told me that, see, Emma, all that woman and that one are the same. Just take your own way, if you marriage and just go. Do you understand? So we live in a generation where people have turned to normalize the evil deeds of some women and put it as a tag that women are like that. And so men,
Yeah.
if you have to get married, just decide to take anyone that is like that among that year category, just the manager. Because if it means that the manager on a manager. When we talk about wife and knife, that's where my mind came to this. Please, could you help us draw the curtain like between the wife and knife, please?
Not every woman out there is supposed to be a wife. Not every woman. That's why the Bible made it clear that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Father. So if we're about women, well, we're not just talking about women, because if I want to find a woman right now, I can just go to the nearest nightclub. I'll find them all flashing with their
Yeah.
boobs, socks, and human hair, synthetic eyelashes, and
Yeah.
stuff. All of those things, they're out there. Woman is everywhere. Wife is something you have to find. You have to find. Yeah, so when you have weak men who just go with the generalizations that they are all the same, and this message that women are all the same is being propagated by a lot of prostitutes. They'll say all women are prostitutes, all women are
Yes.
jaja.
Yes.
No, yes, yeah. Then you have some men. They'll tell you, oh, bro, for fine virgin, they need to exist again. But I'll shock you, bro. I attract like the kind of women I always meet. They are more of them. They are virgins. Yes. So I know exactly what I'm talking. There are wives out there. There are wives out there, and a lot of people make mistakes. They just see anything in skirt. You just go and take anything in skirt, anything that has wig, eyelashes with makeup. You just go and wife her. At the end of the day, you discover that she's a knife. What does knife do? You cut your life into pieces. You destroy you completely. So you're supposed to find a wife, and when you find a wife, you find a good thing, and you obtain favors upon favors, because she is a good thing. She is a blessing. Her hands are blessed. She's different, and they are out there a lot. So when you believe, when you go with that notion that they're all the same, you keep attracting. That's why I always talk about the power of the tongue. Words, they are not just sounds that you twist your mouth and they come out. They come
Yeah.
from your soul, they come from your mind, and they carry emotions. When they go out there, they become energetic and they manifest. And what you profess, the things you go about confessing every day, they become your reality. Those things
Yeah.
become your reality. They become an integral part of you. They become part of you. So if you think every woman out there is an ajaja, you only attract ajaja. If you think every woman out there is a prostitute, you only attract prostitutes. So for me, I've learned to renew my mind and transform my spirit by the constant renewing of my mind. And what I tell myself every day, I tell myself there are queens out there. I make the distinction. A lot of people who don't follow me, when they just hear I go on Facebook and I write boreholes, they think I'm talking about every woman. I know who the boreholes are. Yeah, boreholes are those women who have slept with more than 10 men. And when you sleep with more than 10 men, you dig boreholes in between your leg. And boreholes, boreholes are these women who use dildos and sex toys that would destroy their labia majora and labia minora. At the end of the day, they'll be working with walls that have collapsed like the wall of Jericho. So we know this distinction, and we also know they are grish grish. What they call grish grish. Do you know what they call grish grish?
Something
Yeah,
still intact.
yeah, we know they are grish grish out there, a lot of them. And when you're looking at this grish grish, it's not because a lot of people will be thinking this 18-year-old picking and this, they are not grish grish. This 18
Yeah,
year,
a lot.
they don't condemn more. You want to go for some 25, 30, then they are more grish than this small one the way you are look and so.
No, sincerely,
Wow.
that's the gospel truth. That's the gospel
So
truth.
men, we should know to make that distinction. You should know how to, and you can never make that distinction when you're horny. You just see her, you're seeing her boobs, you're seeing her breasts, you're seeing her nyash, then you see that fine, soft face with sweet voice. Oh, you don't really fall in love. You go sleep, dream about it. You convince
Yeah.
it, you understand that. And once you knock, you not really buying so, and that you'll be calling that love. Love is that program, that virus that it will come and corrupt you and take away leadership away from you. You will not be thinking straight. You go at the end of the day, you see her mistakes, you'll be seeing them. That because that knocking away the give be sweet badly. You go, you just you lose your gut, and you go and marry a knife that will
Okay.
end up cutting you into pieces.
Now, Chef, I want to find out, still in the line of wife and knife. We are still on the topic. Those of you coming in, you're welcome. When you come in, you share. We're on the topic, what you bring to the table. And we are going progressively. As you come in, you're very much welcome. Now, let's look at, for example, you're talking about protecting knacking energy. I'm trying to make it such that we don't go against community guidelines. You're talking about knacking energy. Somebody that has been knocking up and down, up and down, and up and down. Do you believe that people do change?
Yes, myself, I've been knocking up and down. I'm not saying I've been knocking up and down when I do not have knowledge of my energy. So Mr. Self, I just work and give my energy like that. So
So, in other words, you can settle with somebody that have been knocking up and down.
yes, we are all condemned. The most important thing is to condemn, like not condemning, don't condemn yourself like you live in your the regrets of your past, so long as you're ready to accept this change, this wind of change that is blowing. So if person don't knock and genuinely they are on a journey, like genuinely, sincerely on a journey, bro, we walk that journey together. You understand? We walk that journey together.
Because there is always this tendency of once they have knocked, they can always come back and knock.
Now that's because of soul ties, soul tie, soul tie. Every person you've knocked, every person where you don't puma, when I don't bind, when I don't marry, what they call marriage is knocking in spiritual language. Yeah, the vows you take in front of the pastor or the priest, those are all ceremonial. The what you go and do before the civil register, it is ceremonial. But true marriage is when something enters something.
Mhm.
That's marriage. You become one. That's where two become one. You
Um,
understand? Now,
yeah.
with every person that you've met, you've actually created that bond with. Now,
Mhm.
once nat can always be nat. Sometimes, like when I started this journey, you just sit and girls, you
Oh la la, the network is quite horrible.
not all start
This
calling
person
you.
said,
Yes, so like when I started this journey, like girls that have not called like for 2 years, they started calling. We miss you, we miss you, we miss you, we miss you, we miss you. What it was later that I got to realize it was because of soul tie.
mhm.
Yes. So some part of them is telling them that this person is trying to recuperate his energy, he's building up. It will be those sexually transmitted demons. Now they've not fed from my energy for so long, and they're actually starving right now at that moment. So what they'll do, they'll look for that person that I used to have this great fantasy about. They'll go to them and they'll trigger some sort of emotion, and immediately you'll see them, they'll pick their phone, they'll call. Maybe after 2 years, after 6 months, 3 months that you've not seen or you're not talking with them, they'll call. And at that time, they'll, hey, if you're not strong, you fall back. That's the journey I fell. I fell so many times. Then I got to realize it was very important and imperative for me to break those soul ties. It
All right,
became
now
imperative.
that is quite clear enough. I want us to look at this comment. This one say imagine you supporting your husband, paying the bills, and you later found out that he's paying house rent for another lady. Chai, my chest.
Now
Now,
it brings us back to where we were. Due diligence for both the man and the woman. You need to know who you're getting intimate with in the first place. You that's what you have to do. It's very imperative. Yes, you need to do your due diligence. You need to know them. Yeah, not you like one of our sisters said up there that trust or respect. What she said, respect should be earned. But I want to add that trust too is something that should be earned. You don't just wake up and you're trusting everyone. You're trusting people. Yes, you have to put people through tests. At the end of the day, they should be able to earn your trust.
yeah,
People do change. Yeah, and we understand that people do change. People can change. Principled people, real principled people will always be guided by their principles, and they will never be swayed or they will not be grateful. People who change, right? we consider them, we call them driftwood in the middle of the ocean. Driftwood is like dry firewood. Dry wood is there in the middle of ocean. You don't get direction. Any direction that the wave is going, that's the direction driftwood will go. If the wave is going east, driftwood will go east. If the wave is going south, driftwood will go south. Not just like that. So people will change their driftwood. A man who is principled, who is grounded in his principles, he will not wake up and change because he's not doing it for you. He's not being principled for you in the first place. He's being principled for himself. So he will not just wake up and change. I want us to know the difference. We need to make distinction when we are talking about these things. Yeah, because um, a lot of men, you go out with a man, he's shouting at other people. He's being disrespectful to other people, and you as a lady, you don't see that as a red flag. He's being nice to you, cuddling you, petting you, and all of that. Whereas he's not nice to other people out there. And you could not read through that. At the end of the day, he has achieved what he wanted. It doesn't knock you. Then he changed. That's what you're talking about, people changing. Because we could not see if he was pretending or if he was for real. So we need to learn, we need to know how to make the distinction. Two people protest, you know them. And once you know he's guided by his principles, then you know this is a man who will not easily change for anything. If you not stand for something, you definitely fall for anything.
All
That's
right.
it.
Okay.
It's pregnancy can never be hidden forever. So ways and days you can see bad character from a man. Yes, that early days when he see you, he could be nice. And women naturally they don't like nice guys as natural detectives. Why? Because majority of nice guys they are nice because they are pretending they are not for real. You do everything they say okay, okay. Take note, okay guys. When he's always saying okay, anything you do. When he never yet knock you, he's saying okay. When he doesn't knock you, okay will become no. He'll change. So know why he's saying, okay, is this thing actually right? Put him through certain tests, make some silly mistake for a corner where you expect him to shout for you, then you see the way he will react. If he just pretends like everything is okay, then you know, like, okay, this guy, because that's how you get to know Raymond, eh? That's how you need to know them. No, just sit down for there. You say it's all about you. So long as he treats me right, I'm okay with it. I don't care about other people. That's you already being a how would I put it? Is it selfish or mm,
Yeah. Chef, are you there? All right. Now let me take there were some beautiful comments that I missed somewhere.
I said you hear me as a teenage, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, you said that would be selfish. I think that was the last word you said.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, means you hear me.
Yeah,
Okay.
so all right, that's the thing. So if we understand by a narrative, we should. There's this thing about this abstinence concept that it sounds interesting because there's actually power in knocking energy. Uh, now, can you share with us your journey a little bit? How has it been so far, and what differences do you see in it?
No, it comes with a lot of challenges, yeah. Hmm. Very, but it's quite interesting. It will make you more disciplined, more principled. Like when you take on this journey, when you decide to you need to knock again, till you get for that point where you say no, you want to. Yes. So I like it. I like the journey so far. It's pretty good. It's pretty good because you realize at the end of the day, you become more powerful. Your sexual energy is actually your life driving force. It's your essence. Your life driving force is what you need to achieve anything you need to achieve in this life. That's why you see these prophets who tap into visions, who see visions. What they do
Yeah.
is they sleep with a lot of women. And when they sleep with women, they'll act like they are very hygienic. They'll take white towels, sometimes they'll put warm water, like they're cleaning the ladies. They're cleaning the ladies. They're actually wiping that essence, that life force that will when you in certain religion like Buddhism, they believe like when you keep your sexual energy and you channel it towards your pineal gland, you open up your third eye. You open up your third eye for you to be able to see. So when they wipe this essence from ladies, they'll be using these towels like when they want to do prophecy. They'll use it to wipe their face as a
Mm-hmm.
means to open their third eyes for them to connect with the people around to start seeing their past and mostly their past, the things that happen in their past. So it's a sort of spiritual technology. It's a spiritual kind of technology where sexual energy is being used, harvested. Like every day, sexual energy is what powers the entertainment industry. Sexual energy powers the church because pastors them what I wanna do house everywhere and when I think say will end with TB Joshua, TB Jakes, no. More and more we will know. See, as time goes on, they'll be exposing more and more of them because what powers that their ministry is sexual energy. All the choir girls they must be corrupt with they sleep among themselves then the pastors and prophets and so they enter, they perform where knock them where yes. So
This
this
is interesting.
this energy is something the devil cannot create. It's something he cannot create. So it's something he can extract, and he can only extract it through when we practice illegal sexual activities, like when we are involved in masturbation,
Yeah.
fornication,
Mm-hmm.
adultery,
Mm-hmm.
man to
Elos,
man or
Alus,
woman to
Alusen. Mm-hmm.
yes, all these activities. And the worst one even is masturbation, because one person can never be involved in a sexual activity. One
Mm-hmm.
person needed. So who is your counterpart when you're masturbating? You ever hear the talk of incubus and succubus? The spiritual those demons where they call them spiritual wife or spiritual husband. Whenever you're masturbating as a man, what you're invoking, I think incubus. You're invoking incubus, and when you're masturbating as a woman, you're invoking succubus. They come, you're having that sexual activity with them. At the end of the day, they harvest your sexual energy. They harvest your life driving force. If anyone is sincere to you, any pastor, any real man of God, or if there's anyone out there even, they'll tell you They'll tell you whenever you go to them for any problem, they'll ask you, do you masturbate? Are you they'll ask you, do you masturbate? Do you fornicate? Do you commit adultery? Are you involved in those man to man, woman to woman kind of thing? They'll ask you to go and stop. The rare people they'll tell you say go stop. And when you go stop, the moment you start conserving your energy, the moment you start keeping that energy within you, the moment you start building it up, you realize this period. I'm talking from my experience. Now they are no longer harvesting your energy
Mm-hmm.
physically when you go and give it through sexual intercourse, masturbation, and all of these other things. They are no longer harvesting your energy by those means. They'll come now because you already opened the portal. You've already opened the portal. These demons are already operating in your life. So this period where you're pulling out, what you start noticing more when you be like 1 month without knocking, you realize they'll start coming to your dream. You sleep, you have wet dream, and most times then you see how the woman will come, then you'll knock. So that's when now you need to elevate. You get to that point where you get to tell yourself you have to become stronger spiritually. And to become stronger spiritually is to stay alert within your spirit. It's a constant thing. It's a constant thing. That's why Cindy said you have to resist the devil before the devil will flee from you. The devil is very persistent and consistent. He's persistent and consistent in what he does. He's there like that, just waiting for one hole. And all the portals, they say, no, do not open a door that have closed. Door, those portals in your with the day for your skin because portals and they yes, for woman your V is a portal. For man, your even for woman, your behind na porter. Then your follows, all of those things. You open those portals illegally. Demons come in, they take stronghold, they hide like they're not there. So long as you still give that energy, you still involved in those sexual promiscuity, in those sexual immorality, you're still very involved in them. Those demons will hide, you will not even know. But now, where you start discovering them is when you take on that conscious journey to start keeping your energy for yourself. You're not just going out there to give it to any woman. So when you do that, you'll be like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month without knocking. Now, that if you're a man, that female counterpart of that spiritual demon that you've been invoking every time you're masturbating or you're involving will be there now to take different faces of different people. They'll come now to your dream to come and harvest that energy. They'll come to harvest that energy. So that's when you need to start, you need to know your Father, your Creator directly. You tell Him, you pray constantly. Father, I know I opened this podcast. I know I've sinned. And that. Please help me and close them. Every plan, everything that has been planted in me that was not planted by you to be uprooted and stuff like that. They will still be persistent. You need on your own because you have that power. You need to be strong. You need to be conscious about what you're doing. At the end of the day, you get to that point where you start see you're sitting here to a woman, you're seeing a relationship with more day. You not your first reaction will not be like you want to knock. You'll see Bobby, it will not move you. No, nothing, you know, to move you again. You'll be more interested in knowing the soul in that body. You know what is in the body. You know what is driving that body. because when you look at Bocatti, you look at Ferrari, all these cars, what makes the difference? Not It's not the cabin, but the engine. So what drives a person? That's what you should be looking at. The force behind that person. So when you don't get to that realization, that point of awakening, you'll be very conscious about your energy. It will not be something you will go and dishing on a platter of gold.
All right.
Okay.
Chef, that was a good insight on knocking energy. I want to find out something from you on a spiritual aspect. Is there a particular thing? Is there something special that women bring in? Because you talk of virgin, you talk of people that conserve. Is there a particular thing from a spiritual angle that women bring into a home? I talk of absorbing negative energy and flowing it. Can you break it down a little bit? Is there a particular thing that women bring in a home?
Spiritually, their womb is a sacred place, and the energy that women carry is magnetic in nature. Is likened to the energy of the moon. It gives form. It gives form to everything. Like if you give them your sperm, they'll magnet that sperm in their womb, and they'll start putting things together, magneting things. At the end of the day, they'll give form, and at the end of the day, you have a baby. So the energy that women come with is magnetic in nature. And the energy you as a man you carry is electrical. You have electrical energy. That's why you can be likened to the sun, because solar energy is electrical. Yeah. So when you meet with a woman sexually, when you get into her sacred place, passing through her portal, because you're now opening a portal, you're getting into a portal. It's a spiritual thing. It's not just that baser or lesser feeling where a man would think you just go in there, you knock for pleasure. It's spiritual, it's a higher connection. So you're getting into her portal, and what is actually happening at that moment, an electromagnetic experience is created.
All right, now
Electromagnetic.
I want, I want, I
Can you?
want, I want to add live on the daily, live on the daily. Good afternoon,
Um,
or good morning, or it's good evening. Mother
yes,
of the boy,
electromagnetism. Yeah, life on a daily. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
glad to have
Yeah.
you. We've been having this conversation, and we have gone around and come to some spiritual realities of what women offer and what you bring to the table. Now, live on the daily, let me come to you directly. In
Okay.
your opinion, what do you think? What do you bring to the table?
I, I bring everything. Myself alone is a when so like I just but
I don't know if you're using Bluetooth. If you're using Bluetooth, maybe you disconnect because your sound is cutting.
I'm not using I don't
Electromagnetism. That's Puma.
know. Can you guys hear me?
Okay, we're
Yeah.
here 5 on 5.
Ah, okay. So this question of what you bring to the table depends on the type of relationship you have. Might be friends, or you're married. So for this question is a bit like those who are just dating. What do you? Because for a married person, not ask her what do you bring to the table. She brings a lot. And then for
What is a lot? Like, break it down. What is a lot?
a lot like you a lot taking care of me when you get married because I'm married right now. So you see you have to take care of the house. You have to take care of the kids. You have to do so many things. You have to still work in this place that I am. You get for fine even at least you get for work or even a part-time or per diem in order to support your husband. So just me taking care of the house alone, taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning the house, doing laundry. and running errands, then still working part time. It's a lot for a lady because it's
That's already
sometimes
the table. That's already the table.
yeah, it's
That's
already
why. That's why I love the way you enter this conversation by stating that you are the table. Women should be the table. I bring everything to the table. But now, when you want to confuse yourself and you tell me you're actually an emancipated woman, we'll go by what a man can do, a woman will do 10 times. So I bring one, you bring 10. But if you want to be a woman that is telling me I am the table, I know, and I have to let you speak for me to understand where you are coming from, and you've set my mind. You're working, you're taking care of the kids, you're doing everything. That's the table already. What else do we need?
yeah. So that's what the fact.
But on a very sincere note, anybody having your kind of wife, your kind of woman as a wife, might not even ask this question. This question is usually asked to the category that says your money, my money, na my money, then your money, na our money. You understand? There are women that actually believe that they have nothing to do. Case study. Now, this is a game that a lot of them do. A man will make provision in his house and maybe Maggie for 50 francs is lacking. I've seen this with somebody. The woman will send a child to go and ask the
Go for
father
your pa, go for your
yeah,
pa, make you money, go buy Maggie.
for 50 francs. If you don't buy the Maggie, they go cook the chop so without Maggie for 50 francs. This talks to the extent to which we have over make these women. I don't know how we always term I will use them for describe this thing. So most of the time you have this what you bring to the table under this category of women that believe they cannot do anything.
Wow.
You understand? I've seen this a lot. I've seen this a
And
lot.
it's like, wait, if you're married and you say you and then you want your husband to do everything 100%, I beg, just be serious.
He's a man. He's a man. You are the man. Be the man. The man. Take care of your responsibility. Are you not the man?
No, but what type of a man will accept that? That even Maggie, that's what I said. As a woman, get something doing so that you not be asking your husband for every little thing in the house. You want to
Now,
buy your auntie, you ask your husband, you want to buy Maggie. Even those who are working and they still don't want to do this, I don't even know I don't know where to place them.
now I want to find out something, Mama Sita. See, see, if a woman in a bid to assist her husband to bring something material to the table, we just finished Gantres Kole. If a woman goes out to knock a rich man to give her money to send her children to school, is it a good thing she did or a bad thing?
A bad thing. That your husband, if your husband knows, he will never look at you the same. Don't mind what they say. Even if your husband says it's okay, but he will not look at you the same. He will have maybe some, like, what goes on in his mind. Anytime maybe he wants to knock you, he start thinking what the other person. That's why it's always like it's always okay for the man to cheat, man to cheat. Because I saw one interview that they did, so it was like a street interview. So they asked the ladies, if your man to meet the man back, everybody was like, they were like, oh yes, yes. But when you got to the men, they said no, or no. Like some people say, oh, she's for the street. That's why your man will look at you. Even if you want to like really take care of your kids, I prefer you to maybe get a trade, or maybe you go work for somebody as a house girl just to for house help for the meantime just to take care of your kids, because you be sleep with that man and your husband gets to know and notice not every nothing in the eyes under sun, they will always put her out. Can say that's what you did. And by the time they know, it's something else.
But she was doing it for the sake of the family. She wanted her child to go to school.
The family, but the thing is, let the man go do. Let the man, if you're married, except maybe it will be different if you're single, you don't have a husband or something. There might be, I say, there's no other means. There's some people who like there's no like they'll look left and right, front and back. Nothing they can do apart from just the offer that is given to them by the man. But if you're married, let the man. You and the man will not join head fight. Who has to send the kids to school? Because if you have to go the other route to do it, that man could say, I don't think your home will ever be the same. The man will just maybe let the people.
Now, I want Chef to give us an enlightenment on this. Okay, let's say you have a woman, and now you guys have some misunderstanding, and she goes and starts sleeping around, and then now it comes to time for you guys to actually, and comes back to you. Are you going to take her?
I
She
don't think
goes and sleep. She goes and sleep around.
Yes, and come back to beg you after a short while.
Um, in those days in Africa, before Jesus came, right?
Yeah.
Once a woman commits adultery, they stone her to death.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why?
Why?
She becomes adulterated. That's actually the root. Adulteration is the root word of adultery. It comes down to what I've been explaining: sexual energy. She is the purifier. She will
Mm-hmm.
carry all the negative energy from other men. She will transfer them to you, transfer them down to your kids. She will connect all of those to your kids through her umbilical cord. For me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will not keep myself this long to go and end up with a woman who will cheat. Once she does, she's gone because she will not come and contaminate my energy. She will not
All right. Because,
contaminate my energy.
the
My
problem is
energy,
go back every comes back, go back.
yeah, yeah. Actually, now because I want to find out something. Now, what if in the case because I posted something on Facebook like, how do you handle a baby mama that leaves a 3 year old with an 8 year old to go and sleep outside and be sleeping around? How do you handle that kind of situation? Is chef there?
mm,
Instead of instead
How do you handle a baby mama that leaves a 3 year old, your 3 year old child, to an 8 year old child and goes to sleep around? How do you handle that kind of baby mama?
she's single.
Single, yeah?
She's the one of baby mama. Man, the man picking the support say,
Mm-hmm.
and now she's using the easy way out
Mm-hmm.
to feed her kids.
The man,
Somehow,
the man, the man, the man, the man funds for the kids, and the man actually partakes,
of you our task.
and she
for
works.
for
It's not a jobless person.
Wait, let me
then it they blood now. Is there in her blood? Is it Ajaja bloodline the flow for a bloodstream?
so
She must do one.
And if the baby mama comes back to beg you that let's be together, we have a family and all of this.
no good. People be the green light for you like that's no good.
Now, these are things we look on a daily. It was a very smooth one because we have handled the aspect. Before you came in, Mama Sita, we talked of that. Chef Dawei gave us a very simple formula. If you're working and you're my wife and I'm the man, your money is our money, my money is our money. Do
Eh,
you go by that narrative?
eh.
The way
I'm
you
telling you
pass
guys,
that
that's
idea,
not what
the way you pass that idea, people say no agree. And why?
Not completely. Oh. Part of my money is our money, but your money is our money.
So why do you give part and keep the other part?
For my personal use, I should not be asking. Women
All
like
right.
we ladies, we need a lot of stuff. If I have to buy my stuff for myself, my makeup, my undies, my other stuff, I should not be asking. So if I'm okay, we have like if you're bringing hundreds, like 100% of your money, I should be bringing maybe like 75 or 50. Then keep one to take care of myself. You want your woman to look good, so let your woman keep the money. So she should not be asking you, should not be disturbing. Oh baby, I want to take money from the account. I want to take no, just be like the two of you to sit and agree. Be like, okay, I'm a woman. Let me keep this amount of money so that if I have to go out, if I have a date with my friend, if I have a party to attend, let me just go in there and get the money and do stuff. If I have to buy stuff in the kitchen, I can still do. Then the other ones that we have together, we can pay the bill.
Now, when it comes to finance, do you think a woman should bring finance to the table in a home?
Not
And
100.
to what extent?
Not 100. Just like what I'm saying, not 100%. You can support to pay one or two things, but the man should be doing majority of the work because you only
Why?
have a lot you are doing in the house. You have a lot you're doing, and you have to also take care of yourself. So the man should be paying bills and then things, but not completely. So I don't support that 100.
So, do you think your husband should have an idea of how much you earn?
Yeah, he can know how much I earn. But the thing is, I'm not gonna put all that money uh in the joint account. I will have another account for me to spend
But
and
he,
save.
he should put all of his money in the joint account.
Yes. Yes,
That is
now.
very interesting. So the man should put his all while you put your passion, why you put part of yours.
Understand that I'm the woman. I take
So when
care
you
of
say you are the woman, what do you really mean? Like, what do you really mean by you are the woman?
because I take care of for men they don't even know what to buy in the kitchen, what like what the type of to buy or anything. So
Yeah.
now I should in case there will no work because here is that they pay according to how you work. Then if there's something I can just go inside there and take out the money and use it. So I
Yeah.
should I hate for the ask for the ask, hey babe, I want to take this amount. I want to take this amount.
No, but my sister, what if you all decide that all right, this is the money we have for your needs, this is the amount that you keep aside. Why must you give half and keep half? What if we all decide in the
I'm not
home,
hiding
this is the budget?
I'm not hiding the half from him. He will know about the other half. You'll be like, oh,
You
your
just use
wife
open
has
eye. You use the open eye and hold the half.
no. See, you use sweet mop, put it for that. You will accept. You know, okay, for do. He will
All
understand.
right. All right, that's interesting. So, to your opinion, women should give partial of what they earn.
Yeah.
That's the opinion. No, me, I think I'll go for somebody that is that transparent, that considers my money as theirs and theirs as mine.
I still consider my money as yours and yours as mine. Just that I'm keeping part of it, and you know about the part I'm keeping. I'm not hiding the part that I'm keeping away from you. Just I'm keeping for my upkeep. And not put that. See, the problem is some men will start getting they'll get mad constantly going to the joint account to take money to take care of yourself. They'll be like, only take money, only take money, only take money. And they might start thinking like what's over here? They might start thinking, oh, you only take your family, this for your family. Let's agree. You can take one yeah, one or what wife want money or back money out. Oh, that is how we come. Why? Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there is sometimes when we go by the narrative, sometimes you'll be tempted to realize other projects. You see, there was a story of a woman that built a house, and she was living there with her husband, but the husband thought that it was a woman's uncle that owned the house, and the man was actually paying rent to the house, not knowing that it is the wife's house. The day he discovered it, he just left and went and he just left the house and never came back. He just died home and the house. And then he went and lived his life. Don't you think it is because of ideologies like this that actually nest such projects?
That's different. The man is not about the money. I think my husband knows that
Yeah, your voice is breaking. I don't know what the problem is really. Please, if you can hear Mama Sita, if you can hear Mama Sita, drop on the comment section.
I can't see the comments.
All right, try to talk. Let's see.
I don't know if they
It's good now. Right on.
they can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, the difference is my husband knows how much I'm earning, and he
Mm-hmm.
knows to the joint account, and he knows how much goes into the other account. So with this person, the husband did not even know, like, if at least I'll be trying to want something somewhere before we get married, or when I want to buy something, or then I'll let him know. I'll be like, hey, and some of them are money will be getting. I show you and buy this thing. Let him know what you have or what you bought, so that it will not be this grab. He will not come on one day and then because you did not tell him, oh, I bought a piece of land from the money you were keeping. And tell me, you see. That's why what brings problem is you not telling your husband what you want and what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's clear enough. So, in your opinion, women should be quite transparent with their earnings.
Be transparent when you're transparent. You don't go to not see. You use with more for convenience. Say, babe, ma put this one for this one. I get
Women,
for
now, are you people hearing this first-hand advice from a first-hand married woman? It is you that they shemak so that they shemak this.
true. See, when you say how me, not see me this thing also go there again. So you think he had because now now man discover that one that say na woman get them. Now say you trust you see there might be another one somewhere no one tell you. So just be transparent and use your sweet. But we ladies, we know how to sweet talk our boyfriend and our husband. So make we just use it like that.
Wow, this is awesome. Man, we've been talking for like 2 hours. I don't know, Mama Sita. I want us to draw the curtain. I want us to do a concluding phase. Now, on the topic of today, which we're talking about, is what you bring to the table. Do you have any final words to say on this?
See, a man ready. But so the other boyfriend and girlfriend, but a married man not asking so who are they should for the like if you want to you what business plan they should decide on it. So what each other people woman all about them about everything. You know gonna take you serious.
Mm-hmm. All right, awesome. Now, Chef Dawi, welcome back.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, was about drawing the curtain. We'll be live about 2 hours. I want to find out from you. Do you have any final words before we pack our bags out of the studio?
Yeah. So we're talking about the table.
Yeah.
For me, women should be the table. Yeah, you're the table. I bring everything to you. As a wife, you should be a manager. You should be an accountant. You should be a nurse. You should be a chef. You should be everything for your family. And in case where you're more skilled and you have that potential of earning more, you can equally fend for the family. But in my case, um, you should manage the companies,
Mm-hmm.
right? I go about creating them. Yeah, you manage them. So what you should be bringing to the table will be your character, it will be your respect, it will be your loyalty. If you are actually an African, a 100% African woman, but if you're out there and you're the emancipated type, you've been westernized, and you want to live by the Western standards, definitely it will be 1 to 10. I'm bringing one. And the one I should be bringing will be my bola. You only be my bola. So since you believe since you believe what a man can do, a woman can do 10 times better, the only thing you cannot do for yourself is to knock yourself. So
And
that
they're
would be the only
knocking
thing I
themselves.
would bring to the
They have started knocking
eh?
themselves. They have started knocking themselves.
That now Zido no.
Yes. So you see that one,
Eh,
they
so
they run now.
so at the end of the day, no, I'm talking about because now you have a lot of emancipated women who go, they have careers. At the end, when they reach 35, 40, they'll start using money to buy younger boys. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. If
it's
you
really
are
very
actually that, yeah, if you are actually that emancipated type, at the end of the day, you should not be looking for a husband. You should look for a man that you use money and you buy his thing. You buy his thing. Yes, you. It's just like this. That UK mommy and there's this post. There's this post I made. There's this post I made. I said um, the most expensive Dido, or is actually that guy. I said something like that. So she's actually super privileged to be able to have human Dido. Yeah, yeah, she's a
this is
superwoman.
this is
Yeah,
powerless overload.
yeah, she can buy human Zido for herself or a plaything. So that's it. You can afford the toy boys as a career woman, but you'll never be able to get a king. For you to get a
No, yeah.
king, you have to be
Mhm.
for you to get a king, you have to be a queen. And for you to be a queen, you have to learn to be a wife. That's it. So men can find you. And when they find you, they'll find a good thing and they'll obtain super favor from their creator. And there will not be that question what you bring to the table because you're already the table. The man he needs to go out there, do the hunting, bring the bush meat back for house. You just take the bush meat, enter kitchen, you drink some soup
Let me ask a
on a
question here.
swallow.
Yeah, Mama
Yes.
Sita.
Therefore, what if you have a husband? Because I know some people might be going through this and they don't want to do anything, but they work full time. They don't want to do anything for you or the kids. The DJ inside the house. Did you hear me?
Yeah, go again, come again.
That's the question, right?
Okay, so I was asking. Go to the house. I'm coming. I was asking if you have a man, a husband, and
Yeah.
he don't bring he like the only thing he does is maybe to pay rent. He don't take care of you. He don't take care of the kids. What would you do? What would you do, chef?
You have a husband, he pays the rent
And food.
and you do the rest.
Yes.
Okay, the problem in this case is that you people account in what who is doing and what who is not doing. Put everything together and you do it as a family. There'll be no need for counting. The most important thing at that place at this point is the family. So you people should find they should find a common ground, they meet in the middle, and they bring everything together. The same situation I know of a case where the mom will say, okay, I'm taking care of the school fees of these kids. I'm taking care, then that's your own responsibility. You realize the kids the mom is paying fees for, they will be tilled, they're tilled towards the mom, their love and everything goes to the mom. And the ones the dad is paying for, the love goes to the dad. So it's not supposed to be like that, right? The kids or the family is not supposed to know who is bringing what or who is not bringing what. Put everything together in your bedroom, then now you present before your kids and the world as a man and a woman, a husband and a wife. When you're counting, there's bound to be problems, always be problems. Namia do one, you another
Well,
do one.
the network is quite interesting, eh? It's breaking.
It's breaking. You,
Yeah,
did
it's
you hear
quite breaking.
me?
Those in the comment section, if you can hear, just indicate, please.
Comments. Comment people over the year.
All right, now, Chef, I don't know. Do you have any final words before we leave? We pack our bags out.
Life on a daily. Did you understand?
Oh la la. Can you hear?
Okay, okay. So it clear, Brianna, so it clear. So problem not there. They don't hear where. So guys, when we count, what I was saying is counting is the problem. If you and a man will not decide to become one, will not already become one in every aspect. You need to become one in everything. Yes, not only in the knocking or anything. Even your phone, you don't get privacy for your phone. Once you start telling me of privacy, your husband get to know your password and stuff like that. You don't get to know password to enter your skin. You don't know password to enter your phone. So all the counting and all those restrictions should not be part of it. It should not be part of it. Maybe if you used to believe in dating, you want to be knocking freely and illegally. Yes, at that stage you can be counting. I will buy you shoe. I will buy you singlet. I don't buy you two things. You never buy me even one. Yeah, that for that level, you know, be count. But if you don't take the relationship for the next horizon, which is holy matrimony, two don't become one, na it be that too. Two don't become one. And once two become one, when I become one with the finances, when I become one with the tumor, when I become one spiritually, when I become one in every aspect, your mommy and your pa become that money, mommy and pa. The money, mommy and the pa become your own, and vice versa. When I make plan, if you be the planter as a young lady, your parents them don't send you for school, you build them house. When I make that plan together with your husband, so okay, let's go and be our parents. Maybe a pa again, not be talk again of your parents. Now when our parents, when I go build them the house together, planning on that. So that's what it takes. The prescription is for two to become one. And for you to become one, you have to become one in every aspect of it. In every aspect of it, you need to leave anyone out. So, my own money, not my money. You tie your own money for head wrapper. And that thing we call table, yes, like I'll just end by saying, you, a Ray African queen, you should be the table. You're where everything comes and sit on. Everything should sit on you. Yes, they bring everything to you. You manage everything. That's it. Una learn. Una learn. If una not learn, una learn the hard way.
Oh yes, Mama Sita. Any final words before we pack our bags out?
Chef has said it all. Ladies, we are the table, so nobody should tell you otherwise.
So many table not be say why is there a motif for the door for
Lazy. Let's not get this straight. Let's get this straight. Not every woman out there is a table. You understand?
Yes.
Some women out there, they're super women. There are super women out there. Super women are different from queens. Yeah, there are super women out there. They have their money. They have everything. These women, they deserve the human didos. They deserve human didos. They can afford them. Let them go for human didos. And in case where they cannot get loyalty from human didos, they can go to the nearest sex shop and buy some toys. A lot for them. That's what money will get for them. For you, a Ray African woman, you are the table. Don't get that straight. You are the table.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. With that said, I believe we have come to the end of today's conversation, and it was a quite insightful one from the what you bring to the table to you being the table and to some spiritual implications of some of the basic things we do. I'm also full time with Chef Daway and Mama Sita, like you already know.
I'm sorry, I can say it. I was running tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, stay glued to more updates on the page and see you again next Sunday for another interesting live session.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.